Hi, my name is Franklin D. Roosevelt. I was the 32nd President of the United States. I was the only American president to serve more than 2 terms in office. I was in office from 1933 to 1945. I was assisted in the Great Depression and was responsible for the New Deal. I was the president in the year of 1941 when World War I began the day after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. I was the ruler of the Allied powers against Germany. Thank you for your time.
My name is George Marshall, and I am Secretary of State for the U.S. post-World War II. I put together an armed forces that fought a two-front war. My work contributed to the victory of the Allies, and I traveled to Europe to determine the amount of money that was needed to help with the rebuilding of war-torn Europe. My plan later became known as the Marshall Plan. I also won a Nobel Peace Prize in 1953.
Hi, I am Harry Truman. I am the 33rd President of the United States. I served in combat in France as an artillery officer in the United National Guard. I became president after FDR's death, and I made the decision to drop the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I was the president to help end World War II.
I'm George Patton. I'm a senior American commander in the European theater and the officer of the United States Army. I moved my army aggressively through Germany and crossed the Rhine in late March 1945, which made Germany surrender.
Hi, my name is Dwight D. Eisenhower. I was the 34th President of the United States from 1953 to 1961. Prior to that, I served as a 5-star general in the United States Army. During World War II, I served as Supreme Commander of the Allied forces in Europe. I had responsibility for planning and supervising the invasion of North America and Operation Torch from 1942 to 1943, and the successful invasion of France and Germany in 1944 through 1945 from the Western Front. In 1951, I became the first Supreme Commander of NATO.
I am Winston Churchill. I was born with the Dukes of Marlborough. I was the leader of the United Kingdom during World War II. I served as Prime Minister 2 times. I led battles against the attacks of the German Army. I was the officer in the British Army. I was the First Lord of Admiralty. I led Britain through World War II. I was a prisoner of war, and I escaped like a man. I led Britain through World War II.
I am Neville Chamberlain, and I was Prime Minister of the UK from 1937 to 1940. I am best known for my appeasement foreign policy, and in particular for the signing of the Monarch Agreement in 1938. I thought Germany was treated badly by the Allies after the First War. I believed that if I agreed to some of the demands made by Adolf Hitler of Germany and Benito Mussolini of Italy, that I could prevent a European war. When Adolf Hitler continued his aggressions by invading Poland, Britain declared war on Germany on September 3, 1939, and I led Britain through the first 8 months of the Second War.
My name is Anne Frank. I was about 4 years old when Hitler took over Germany. My family was worried and we were looking for ways to escape. My father got his own business and my sister and I went to school in the Netherlands. We finally felt safe again. In 1940, the Nazis invaded the Netherlands and we were in danger once more. We can never go outside and always have to be careful. It's very tense. I used my diary to get my frustrations off my chest. We were all arrested for hiding and we were shipped to Auschwitz.
I'm Irina Sindler. I started a welfare department to help out Jewish people. I was arrested by the Gestapo on October 20th, 1943. I started a new life to hide from the German government until the war was over. I spent the rest of my life helping people in need.
I'm Rosie the Riveter. I stand for Women in the Workforce. I was created to motivate women to work outside the home in World War II. I helped get women to fill the spots of drafted men. I influenced women by focusing on patriotic duty and spousal pride. I helped recruit more than 2 million women into the workforce during the war.
Me being an evacuee was scary and exciting at the same time during World War II. I had to leave my family and home. We were taken to the village hall where we would be met by a bulleting officer behind and try to fit in with hosts and families in the
Hi, my name is Joseph Stalin. I was the premier of the Soviet Union from May 6, 1941 to March 5, 1953. I was among the Bolshevik revolutionaries who brought about the October Revolution in Russia in 1917, and I later held the position of General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union Central Committee from 1922 until my death in 1953.
Hi, my name is Hideki Tojo. I was named the 40th Prime Minister of Japan October 18, 1941. I attempted to avert war against the West, but was ignored by Emperor Shao. After the war started, I gradually placed myself in district charge of the army. After the loss to Spain in the Mariana Islands spelled the end of me as Prime Minister. On the 8th of September 1945, after the Japanese surrender, I attempted to commit suicide, but I failed.
Hi, my name is Benito Mussolini. I was the leader of the Nationalist Fascist Party, and I was also the 40th Prime Minister of Italy. I was the leader of the Italian Social Republic, and I helped create and bring about the rise of Italian fascism. On June 10th, 1940, I led Italy into World War II on the side of the Axis powers. I was rescued from prison by the Germans on September 12th, 1943.
I am Adolf Hitler. I was the Chancellor of Germany throughout World War II. I was the leader of the Nazi regiment and throughout the biggest contributor in the war. I was the cause of World War II. I blame the Jews for Germany's downfall in World War I, so I began setting up concentrations and death camps throughout Europe. An estimated 5 million Jews died during the Holocaust due to me and the Nazi Party. On April 30th, 1945, with the Allies less than a mile from my underground bunker, I committed suicide. Or did I?